the game, cause see the boxing voice.
All right, man. Aaron Cantu, the Boxing Voice, here with KARLOS BALDERAS, who will be fighting on the undercard of the Robert Easter, Mikey Garcia fight, man. Talk about how his training has been going, man, and what is kind of the focus going into this fight?
Same thing as always. You know, me and my brother, we were here last month. We know what we got to do. Training was great as always. We picked it up right after. Honestly, we didn't even take a break. We took like maybe like a 2-3 day break from the last fight, and we went straight into the gym and we went straight into work. So as the focus is right now is just to stay calm and to be patient and, you know, just wait till showtime, wait till fight time.
Cool, man. Now, leading up to the fight, how does the urgency change? How does it like heighten as you get closer to the fight? How does the focus change week of the fight?
Yeah. No, my focus becomes a lot different. My mind just becomes blank. It becomes cold. I don't think of nothing else but the fight. You know, we're locked in on the fight. 2-3 days is just all I'm thinking about. And sometimes they say it's not healthy, but that's just the way we are. And leading up to the fight, we're just gonna stay calm and be patient, like I said. And we're gonna get in there and I'm gonna be patient with them. Not try to knock them out like I try to knock out all my other opponents. Like I said, I'm still learning, bro. I'm very young, but we're gonna get them out of there.
Yeah, man. You're 22 years old, correct? And do you feel like you're a little bit mature for your age as a boxer?
Mature? What do you mean? Like,
in the sense that you're still young, but you competed in the Olympics. You know, talk about your experience that's actually helped you get to where you are now.
Yeah, the Olympics helped me a lot, but I think what helped me more outside of the Olympics was that the fact that I was in the World Series of Boxing. I was fighting 5 rounds against the #1 fighters against the world. So I think the World Series of Boxing literally like helped me and pushed me to like another level because I wasn't just fighting anybody. I wasn't just fighting like any opponent that they gave me. I was fighting the best of the best. I fought the #1 guy from Argentina, the #1 guy from Poland, from Mexico, from Azerbaijan. And not to mention, bro, when I fought the guy from Azerbaijan, he was ranked #1 in the world. Like, he was the only guy to beat Lomachenko. And we went out there to Azerbaijan and I fought him. And I was winning the fight, but he headbutted me. And they stopped the fight. So I've been in there with heavy guys, heavy hitters, and I've been in there with a lot of experienced fighters. So I think, yeah, I think I am a little bit more mature because due to the fact that I went to the Olympics and the World Series, you know, and the fact that I had like 200 amateur fights. Yeah.
Cool, man. In your own words, talk about some of your strengths you do in the ring. What are some of your strongest suits?
I think my biggest one is my speed more than anything. And above that, I feel like I can adapt to a style that I need to. If it's a southpaw, if it's a tall guy, if it's a short guy, I think like my biggest thing is that I can adapt to these fighters pretty good, pretty quick. But more than anything, I think is my ability to be fast, and I'm very, very agile. I'm very athletic. So yeah, I think that's my biggest asset is my speed and my power, explosive power. I don't have no heavy power. If you see my fights, my punches are not like. If you see these other prospects that have been stopping fighters, they've been stopping them on TKO or because these fighters are not throwing back. But if you see the type of power that I have, like I've been putting these guys to sleep or, you know, hurting these guys with a body shot, which is probably my best thing is my left hook to the body.
All right, man. Every boxer's got something to work on, man. What are some of the things you're looking to improve on in your game?
To be more patient, more calm, not going in there and rushing, like I said, because when I'm more patient, like for example, when I'm sparring and I've learned to be more patient, like everything's falling into place perfectly. So I think my biggest thing that I need to work on is just to be more relaxed, you know, not go in there, try to finish everybody so quick. But above that, on top of that, I think we could work on like fundamentals and other stuff. But me and my team have been picking it up pretty good. I feel like, you know, we're new to this. I mean, new to the pro game, but my uncle and my dad have been adapting to the pro game as well pretty good.
Cool, man. A couple more questions. Who are some fighters that you looked up to and you kind of model your game, you know, growing up into the game?
When I was growing up, my favorite fighter was Fernando Vargas, always growing up. But I like to look at a lot of different fighters. I like Sugar Ray Leonard. I like to fight kind of like him. I like, Julio Cesar Chavez. You know, a lot of these fighters that my dad had told me to watch. Ricardo Finito Lopez, you know, a lot of these fighters, a lot of these legends. So, but right now, I like Terrence Crawford. I like Jermell Charlo. I like Errol Spence, you know, and you know, I try to kind of take a little bit off each fighter. You know, I try to take off a little bit here and mix it up, and I feel like that's what I am.
All right, man, last question. 5 years from today, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, I'll be a world champion, no doubt. No doubt.
Thanks, bro.
the game, cause see the boxing voice.